Rakdos. We've added a couple of Noxious Grasp. We've taken out a Call of the Death Dweller. And taken out a Gutterbones to put in an extra Woe Strider. In the sideboard, what changes have we made to the sideboard? There's an extra Noxious Grasp, one Eliminate, and an extra Agonizing Remorse for those Bant matches just to try and... Well, Bant and Temur Rec matches, because they're kind of some of our weakest. But yeah, ooh, it does. Alice, that's a good shout, my friend. That is a good shout. Maybe we should play a few with that. We're getting to number 27, so this is going to be a good matchup. Captain, the thing is, we don't actually know too much about the role of narcissism yet. I mean, we've got a little bit of data, but at the minute, it's just kind of no, it's fine, man, it's fine. So for context for anyone else that's listening, Captain's asking about the public lecture I gave yesterday in terms of the use of revenge pornography and the kind of the role of narcissism. Now, narcissism's actually really interesting there because narcissism is a predictor of whether or not somebody might generate an image in the first place. Okay, so for example, if you think your body looks good, okay, you're more likely to not only take a picture of your body, but you're more likely to disseminate a picture of your body, okay, to other people. It conveys risk-taking behaviors, which people obviously in kind of a mating environment. So all of this kind of is involved around sex and mating. If you're perceived as being a risk taker, that's actually a very attractive component, right? And so you're more likely to garner a sexual mate because you come across as a risk taker. It's literally that simple. That's in terms of the victim. There is although we don't know, you'd imagine that there is a line of thought whereby a victim may not feel as though they've been victimized as much if they're quite narcissistic. I don't care if my picture is shown because I really look good. I want people to see my body. That's why I sent it in the first place. And we don't know that. That's just kind of speculation. Interestingly, from a offender perspective, what we try to drill home is that it might not all be about power and dominance, males over females, but it might be about other reasons why you might want to commit revenge pornography. And that's potentially because you want to kind of up your own sexual prowess. So, for example, look at this girl that I slept with. You know, she's really attractive and I was able to sleep with her, which means that I have quite strong sexual prowess. So yeah, there's lots of, I mean, that element of narcissism is so interesting. But yeah, no, that's yeah, that's our speculation. We don't actually know. But great song, by the way. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Oppo, why you no play green creatures? Okay, so we're gonna pass. I'm great. Don't tell anyone. It's 4 p.m. and he's still in your PJs back. Honestly, like in the UK, I don't think any of us have left our like pajamas like in months, literally months. I did put a shirt on for the first time yesterday in about a while. I'm quite proud of myself with that. This is green or white, right? Things are good, Wiz. Nice to hear, my friend. Nice to hear you keeping well. I work in my... Yeah, that was your assumptions too. Nice. You work in your pajamas and slippers. Totally in your boxes off camera, though. Right, let's go for the blocks here and here. Beautiful. Right, block. I mean, I think I'm going to go for this here. I mean, Rancor's going to get me to sacrifice a creature, so this is probably not the best. This is probably not the best way of going about it, but hey, Brian. Not been on stream in a while. You guys obsessed with Teferi's tutelage, man. No, I'm also now obsessed with Teferi's tutelage. So I think I got that from you. We've tried to. We've even contemplated changing our colors in pack 3 just to fit it in. That's how serious this has got now. Oppo's going to get us to sacrifice a creature, I think. So it's not too good. We are going to lose our priest here. Yeah. Alice, I have a question that's tangentially related to captains. Why is the standard Stanford Prison Experiment rejecting psychological conversion now? Oh yeah, it was inherently flawed. Like it didn't have controls. Well, it did have controls, but it didn't have the controls necessary to kind of fit in with that standard psychologicalness of an experiment. Which is kind of why it got kind of a bad rep in the first place. So yeah, that's the kind of main reason there. Do I feel I just hold this up on their turn again now. No, I feel I've got to hit it out. I think if I don't, it'll be a mistake. So I'm just doing maths. Yeah, so it lacked a lot of the it lacked a lot of the controls which we look for in psychology, and Zimbardo himself, who's a researcher, like he's very involved in his research, and in psychology we typically don't like that. Like we like people to I think I'm going to sacrifice this and put a actually, no, we can do it without. Yeah, we don't like it when people are so involved in their research that it causes kind of conflicts of interest. And there was lots of conflicts of interest in that study because obviously it made him so famous for being a researcher in that area. What's the opposite of narcissistic? Because that's me. just don't care him back, right? I think is the answer. We're going to take the 7 here, actually. We're going to take the 7. I mean, it can be quite risky. It depends what Oppo plays next. Hey, not the only one. But Leafkin Avenger is my other uncommon fave. Oh, really? Do you like Leafkin Avenger? You have to tell me more about that, because I've tried to draft it a couple of times, but it's never really worked. Is that the one that never made it to movies? Humility, yeah, Atlas, that's correct. Like, there's some very humilitous people in the world. Not a word. Not a word. Okay. My turn. Call the Death Dweller. Now, Call the Death Dweller is really interesting. Call the Death Dweller is really interesting. Because what we can do here is we can get back this and this. And we can put the counters on here and here, which I kind of like. Cauldron Familiar does a little bit of work there for us. We play this down, and we'll probably actually get it at a red, right? So we will we go to combat. We attack him with this, which is nice. Oppo can't really do anything about it. Boom, boom. We play down the Dreadhorde Butcher, and we use this to ping. We ping the Gutterbones. We Priest the Forgotten God's face, sacrificing these two. Dreadhorde Butcher deals damage to the Rotting Regisaur, kills it because of that Death Touch trigger. Oppo has to sacrifice the Knight of the Ebon Legion. And now we can bring back Gutterbones. And Cauldron Familiar next turn. I think we've got the win. Boom. They could use my nude to shock horse hostage takers. They will drop their guns in shock. feel like I've opened Oko again. Not horse. What? 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 What a 10. That was insane. Yeah, it was good. It was good. GG's. Thank you, Hans. What? So not horses, just hostage takers. Like horse hostage takers are interesting though, right? In their own right. Now, was that a mono black build, or did they just not have any? Yeah, it was mono black because it got Rancor, right? So we just put in an eliminate and a Act of Treason, and I think we just get rid of the Noxious Grasps. Brilliant. I mean, the Rotting Regisaur would be nice as a little bit of a combat filler there. Maybe we get rid of a Woe Strider and just stick one Rotting Regi in. But yeah, no, I think we've got this. We just need to get a priest out early doors. Got loads of sack outlets. They prefer to be known as hostage takers. The state of being humiliated is humble, except to the psychology professor, where it's humilitus. Look, I don't get that. That's funny actually. That's funny. Oh, I love you guys so much. I actually tweeted out the video yesterday of when you guys like all the gifted subs from Friday. I thought it was a really like humble video, and I tried to keep my online persona humble. Right, I'm going to keep this. It's not the best keep, but you know, it's a good starting point, right? This doesn't leave the room. No one speaks about it again. I mean, it's good because Bandit and Matt aren't in yet. So, I mean, Bandit will be happy because he's been gifted a sub this morning. there he is. How you doing, brother? Bandit, the Ultima Ratio came by and gifted you a sub. I would like to decline the sub. That emoji. How's it going, brother? Free sub, gift sub, sub. Where's that button? Where's the refund button? The money can brace. Wow. I mean, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's obviously not the best creature for them to put that on, but like it does win the race. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I won the Ultima Ratios. The Ultima Ratio had a giveaway at like 650 followers, and I won it. And he just came by this morning and was going to donate like $35 or 7 gifted subs. So I said to him, like, can you donate 1 gifted sub to the channel just for, you know, continuity, and donate $30 to like a Black Lives Matter charity. So he gifted 3 subs to the channel and donated $30 as well, which I thought was awesome. So yeah, and you were one of the lucky few, man. Right, resolve. Nice. Oppo's going in for 7 here. I'm not happy about this. I mean, we've got a.
You're my favorite customer.
Decklist trademarked just subscribed. CPT Ramius Utger gifted a tier 1 sub to Atlas trademarked.
Thank you for that gifted sub, Captain.
Gift subs in the channel.
Boom. Finally getting the recognition I deserve from Bandit. Cheers for that gifted sub, Ramis. I appreciate it, my friends. Obviously, it's obviously gifted subs are slightly cheaper for Captain due to the Welsh pound just not being as strong as the British pound. I can't have Atlas without. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, this is nice, isn't it? Claim the Firstborn on the Kitesail freebooter. Couldn't get that then. I mean, that's nice. That's nice in itself. And we sacrifice this. Got a ping there. Ping face. I mean, a part of me actually wants to sacrifice the kitty cat here. which deals another point of damage to face. We draw more cards. Another kitty cat comes down. Boom. And I kind of like just played the Blood Crypt here, tapped. We've got another cat. I mean, this has been an absolute... I mean, if I was Defoe, I would honestly be absolutely furious that I've lost both of these games. If Defoe's watching the stream, stop stream sniping. But if you're watching a YouTube video, sorry about that. Like, literally, just GG's. I will work on my deck throughout the week, and I'll concentrate, and I'll put some extra effort into it. But I put it off all week, and then on Saturday, I think, right, I really should start planning this deck. I don't plan the deck, and then on Sunday, I just net deck something and make a couple of changes. And the changes that I normally make are when I'm reading a card, and I don't want to embarrass myself in front of you guys. Like, if I don't know what the card does, and like I can't figure it out, I'm like, well, I'm going to take that card out and put in a card I do know, something from Licoria or something. Shrines are beautiful. God bless America. I mean, the shrine deck, to be fair, right? I've seen Nikolai Bolas draft shrines a few times. Like he's literally just forced shrines, and he's done really well. And I don't get why, but it is actually, it does actually work. Do you like me an Euro Commander? See, I don't think we're allowed Euro Commander. Like ever. I think Bandit would flip. Like flip Bandit. I just need 8 rares and 6 mythics. Then I own the good stuff from M20. Nice. Yeah, I mean, Bandit, how are you doing for wild cards? Like in terms of, I don't think it matters now about killing this. Like if Oppo was stuck on the mana, I'd kill it. But yeah, Bandit, how are you doing for like uncommon and common wild cards for the new set? Because was it Scotty Narder that said that like if you have enough of the kind of uncommon and common wild cards, you should use them to make all of the uncommon and commons, and then when you're drafting, your vault will fill up faster, so that would make you have more of the main wild cards afterwards. If that makes sense. Get your vault quicker? Yeah. Blue and Kraken, and we have 4 colour shrines with blue. The boys are back in town. Give me the 3 wins. No, but it's true though, right? I do like the Tolarian Kraken. So I'm kind of like rewriting my set review for the drafts at the minute, and I've put that up. I've put that up because I didn't rate it, but I put it in front of the Spine Megalodon now, because like if you can get that card draw engine going, it's an absolute beast. Right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play my cat. It's very wasteful, but I think doing that early damage, especially why Oppo's not really got anything. Oh, a double cat here as well is absolutely brilliant. And then Captain thinks Corvold next turn. I would agree. I would very much agree with that. But we've kept our Noxious Grasp back. We're all good for Corvold. Above the Meg. I'll not hear anything against our glorious leader Shark. Captain, you called it, my friend. Now, it's got to sacrifice things, right? Which is interesting in itself. Oh, they can't actually draw here. Oh, that would have been clever if they'd have drawn off the Gilded Goose. Kitty cat. Okay, nice. A broken watch is right twice a day. Very true, my friend. Very true. Right, so what I'm going to go for here is a Noxious Grasp on the Corvold. Oppo flips table. And then we're going to go Dreadhorde Butcher. And I'm going to attack in with all 3 of these. And this will wrath Oppo's board if they block. You sure? Okay. We get a little bit an extra dink in there as well. And it's all about the extra dinks on the channel. And I'm going to get rid of the goose. Stop them making life tokens. Stop them drawing. Draw a card. Ooh, so close. End of turn. Now we're on a little bit of... Oh, no, we're not actually. We can bring the Woe Strider back. Is this a new deck? Stop it. It's a modified new deck. You know, it's not exactly as it used to be. Good morning. Oh, why would I do that? That was very silly of me. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, right? Because Priest of Forgotten God still dies. Priest of Forgotten God still dies here, but... I mean... Bugger off. You guys are getting so British, it's unreal. Right, we're going to go for Woe Strider. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a reason why I did want to crack that, by the way. It wasn't just a misplay. I wanted to put another Fabled Passage in the graveyard, if that makes sense. Right, we need to get rid of this Mayhem Devil, essentially, and we're gonna use 3 creatures to get rid of it. I will never become red coat trash. Now, so in the UK, now I don't know if like you guys get this, but in the UK, being a red coat is completely different than being a red coat in America. Now, like literally, you can't imagine the disparity between a red coat in America and being a red coat in England. Captain's like, Butlins! Yeah, so in the UK, we've got this like, it's like a holiday destination for families that's called Butlins. And essentially, if you don't want to go abroad or like you can't afford to go abroad, it's a very nice way of having that kind of holiday atmosphere, but in the UK. And there's loads of stuff to do. There's like shows for the kids and all that lot. However, with great power always comes great responsibility, and Butlins, at least like 20 weekends a year, opens it up to like an adult weekend. And on this adult weekend, we essentially see like an absolute mess. It's a travesty. 18 and plus. Yeah, there's bodies all over the place. There's venereal diseases in swimming pools. It's not a good sight. Right, I need to kill the Priest of Forgotten Gods here. Because if not, it'll go off next turn, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Woe Strider activation on the goat. A kitty cat's good. A kitty cat's good for us, I think. Oh no, it's a permanent, isn't it? I made a boo-boo. I must do that at least once a day. End of turn then. Very similar to the condition of the Civil War, in fact. So actually the redcoats are very similar. Okay, because in America, redcoats are fulfilling more like bootlickers, clickers, kappa. And we come full circle. Yeah, that's hilarious actually, isn't it? Brilliant. We still get to survive here. Like, it's not ideal, but we do get to survive and take the Priest of Forgotten Gods down with us. And I think that's the I think that's the most important thing here, right? So what I'm gonna do... Oh, I can't do it actually. I can't do it because this has to kill itself, right? Oops. Thinking. Not wasting your time, I promise. So. I mean, we just got to resolve, right? Judith is probably one of our stronger cards here. Three cards in the graveyard. I think we just get rid of this. Like we get a ping from it. We get a ping. Not the best in the world. Get ready for the biggest metal meme. It's drumming a cappella. Drumming a cappella? I hate them and now you get to share it with me. I love it already. We're in trouble here, chat. We're in trouble here. If I'd have countered oh wow, really? Mayhem Devil off the top as well for Oppo? We're in trouble. A second Mayhem Devil. Seems fair. Seems fair. Remember that Oppo gets another draw here as well. Jegantha? Jegantha doesn't quite do it for us. Oh, but what I could do is... I could crack this. Bear with me. I don't think they've got a sacrifice outlet, right? So Woe Strider comes, and I can grab... Oh, does it have to be Woe Strider the cat? I mean, nothing I can do about it. We get the Woe Strider, which is a big body, at least. We get a point of damage and a life back. And now, if anything dies, we get to take the Mayhem Devil down with us, right? I think. Wow, but yeah, if they play like... This isn't good, is it? This isn't good. Got to do it. Got to do it, sadly. Nice. So we get to kill the Priest of Forgotten Gods. But, like, realistically, it's a little bit too little too late. Okay, I'm over this now. It's so bad. Atlas, I'm going to veto the last half of the song. Which I'm sure you don't mind. Yeah? Oh, what's this bit? What's this bit of the song? Oh, they did it in response. Oh, that's very interesting. Sacrifice this. Go on then. What's happening now then? I wasn't expecting them to sacrifice this in response. Witch's Oven is... Witch's Oven's quite funny, actually. Does Witch's Oven win as the game? I think I'm going to keep it. We get a Jegantha like next turn. Their existence makes your life worse? Right, I wish I had the technological skill to fade out into the next song, but I can't, so I'm just going to press skip. Which is actually quite funny, because the band is called The Interrupters, and it just interrupted your song. Go figure. Everything's coming full circle today. This is really bad. Like, Oppo's got 2 Mayhem Devils, a Witch's Oven combo, collab from Captain. Wasn't even planned. Literally, my music's on random. Yeah, we're in trouble. Do we just give Oppo the match? What are they realistically doing? Oh wow, they can draw from the Trail of Crumbs as well, can't they? Fabled Passage as well. That actually kills Jegantha. Coming full circle like the Redcoats in the UK. That's the one. Yikes. So we go down to 8. Oppo hits this for 4. Go down to 4, and then they're able to get 2 past me. Yeah, let's scoop. Let's scoop. I mean, I don't know if Oppo's seen that line, but I was nearly a red coat. Had an audition but never went. Really? My friend, I believe that if you were ever a red coat, your life would be very different. Like, one of my friends was a red coat, and I love him to bits, but the stories that he comes out with and the stuff that they've done, like, yeah, it's definitely a tale to be told. Shield bearer. No, sorry. Standard bearer, shield, tomb crypt, and act of treason. And then what do I take out? The Gutterbones. Take out all the Gutterbones and the butcher. What, really? Interesting. Interesting. I feel like I'm going to put a second standard bearer in now. I think it's just going to add that little bit of extra weight for us. But they look after kids in the day. Yeah, that's fine, man. Are kind of like frat boys in the US. Yes, they are. Yeah. So they're frat boys. So essentially, if you're a redcoat, you get to like entice all of the single mums back to your chalet in the evening. I'll put some pictures of us at Butlins on the Discord later. I mean, this is awesome, but I've got to mulligan, right? Yikes. Chalet, great word. Word of the day, chalet. Chalet. Chalet is the plural. Yeah, so yeah. It's possible that in the kind of 1980s, like any redcoat could be anyone's father. Or mother. Yeah, there's female redcoats. Chalatus to be like a chalet. Brilliant. Wait. Oh, you know what I've done, chat? I've made a massive mistake here. I made a massive mistake. I forgot. I thought that this was the mirror match. I forgot that Oppo was playing this. That's fine. That's fine. Woe Strider. Woe Strider. Now, the Embereth Shieldbreaker is actually decent. I could Wrath Oppo's board here. But I'm not going to. Right, let's attack him with both. Is this one of your songs, Atlas? So, like, if it's made it onto the playlist, it means that I've listened to it and I actually liked it when I listened to it. Right, so they're going to sacrifice the... oh, they're not going to sacrifice the token. That's actually really interesting. Right, let's get the Mayhem Devil down. I mean, we've got 3 Mayhem Devils. If that Mayhem Devil would have survived, that would have been really kind of dangerous for Oppo, because it means that if they activate their goose, it would have died. Okay. 2 cards in the graveyard for Oppo. We only care when they get to 5. Cultivate. That's a great draw for us. Does Oppo play the land yet? I don't know why I would have added this onto the playlist, actually. Is this... I mean... Oppo with a scoop there. Absolutely saved us. Absolutely saved us. Alright, in that case, then. In that case, let's drop one of the standard bearers. In fact, let's drop... I am scared of Korvold. I am scared of Korvold. Looking at Noxious Grasp. Just a one-off. I mean, they're not likely to have it, right? This song is a legendary prog rock song for the 70s. From the 70s? Really? I wonder why it didn't feature in the acclaimed film, Hocus Pocus. One of the best films of my childhood, actually. Yes, Nox Grasp. Nox Tempest. It was way ahead of its time. We can't really keep this, right? It's not fast enough. That's better. That's much better, actually. I'm going to keep. I'm going to get rid of the Village Rites. We haven't got anything to grab yet and sack, so... Oppo gets their green mana, presumably. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, let's play the cat down. Cat into priest. And then, I mean, so if we hadn't have drawn this, if we'd just drawn another 2-drop, I'd have gone for red here. Okay. Oh, I thought they were going to play the oven down then. Interesting. Interesting. So, do I try and offer the trade here? I think I will. See what Oppo thinks about it. Okay, that's very telling of what they've got. Very telling indeed. Right, let's crack in for a Priest of Forgotten Gods. This band was playing 80s rock and roll in 1968. I can imagine. That's actually quite cool, actually. I do like stuff like that. Yeah, Drats. Drats. I mean, look, there's nothing we can do about this, sadly. We can get all of our pieces in place. Rock Flute. Captain, are you a big music fan? Or do you just kind of, are you very much like me? Like, if there's a gig, you'll kind of go to it, but you're not kind of like that up there with it. I'd imagine that you're more knowledgeable than I am at music. Because I think I've told you guys before, like, I'll listen to anything, but like it doesn't always like come in. Like, it doesn't always like enter my head. Okay, so this is actually quite sad robot. Interesting. I was not expecting to see a sad robot. Okay. My turn. That's interesting. Like, I'm not entirely sure what to do here, you know. Like, the Eliminate is nice. I'd rather save the Eliminate if they had, like, a Mayhem Devil or a Priest. So I'm going to play down my Mayhem Devil and be as mana efficient as possible. Oh, you may listen to swing and jazz. Go to the odd gig, but artists like Tom Jones. Oh, nice. I love how we've got such a diverse, like, music, like, preferences. I mean, I've got to sack this, right? Do I just go face? I see my go face here. We've got the kitty cat next turn, which we can bring in with the Dreadhorde Butcher. That's 2 attacks. I was going to say only the 2. Okay, so we're going to take 5 here, I think. Yeah, let's take 5. Kitty cat comes in. No oven for Oppo just yet, though, mind you. Ooh, I wouldn't have... Personally, I wouldn't have played that. Okay, we're going to try and raft the board here. Oh, the Death Dweller is excellent, though. Oh, the Death Dweller is so good here. Can we do it? I mean... I like this so much. So I can ping for 1, kill that, draw. I mean, I think we do, right? I think we've got to. Is Oppo going to start sacrificing now? Really? Like, okay, but... I mean... These are things that you could actually literally just sacrifice. So... I'm going to sacrifice this. And I'm going to ping the Woe Strider first. Because then it gives our opponent a option, right? They have to... They can't sacrifice the Scry, if that makes sense. I'm actually going to keep this in hand. And I'm going to say next and no attacks. So I do want to keep this up a little bit as well. So Oppo can bring back the Woe Strider now. So we've got a couple of little things going on. One of them might be that I bring back the Cauldron Familiar, ping something. If they try and steal my Mayhem Devil or my Priest, I activate those and it'll give me enough mana then to use a Noxious Grasp or an Eliminate. So lots of little ideas floating around in my head. I just need to wait to see what our opponent does first. Okay, big Woe Strider comes down. Interestingly, they get rid of a cat. I mean, they've not got any red mana, so I'm more than happy now to ping this. Just take down the Woe Strider. Oppo's wrapping their own board here, by the way. I mean, I'm going to take a board wrath all day long. Hey, Final Gamer, how's it going, my friends? We're playing a souped-up version of Rakdos. It's got Noxious Grasp in the main board. And I'll tell you what, my friend, it's doing us some decent justice here. Like, we've won games that we shouldn't have even been anywhere near. They do get to make a goat, though, which is interesting, of course. Right, so pass. I mean, this is just awesome, right? Mayhem Devil comes down. I'm going to get rid of the cat. Ping this. Ping face. Beautiful. And then we're going to go to combat. I'm going to send in with the 3-3. Keeping up my sacrifice outlet, and I pass. Remember, I've got access to instant speed whenever I need it. You reached 173rd? Yes. 173rd, right? Yesterday with Bant. My losses were literally only to mana screw. That's awesome. See, I don't know how to play Bant anymore. Oppo's only left one green up. No. Ooh, now they've left no green up. I mean, they can obviously Witch's Oven this, right? But if they Witch's Oven it, though, I get 2 more activations to face. Not the end of the world here for me. Wednesday morning stream, Pog? Yeah, I didn't like the Wednesday afternoon. I mean, we might end up having to go to Wednesday afternoons, but, like, I don't know. I think he's too expensive for Rakdos, but he's nice to add to Jund. What's it, sorry? Sad Robot. Yeah, I kind of like the idea. I think the problem is, though, and this is my problem with Standard at the minute, and I think I tried to hint towards it in terms of Sultai yesterday, is that there's so many good cards for each set now. You know, because we're getting to the end of the kind of pre-rotation period. There's so many good cards, and not enough spaces in the deck, which is why I think some of the kind of some of the decks are kind of bleeding towards the Yorion aspect, so that you can fit all those nice cards in. But it's just not manageable otherwise. If you plan on playing on red black, a super aggro deck might do the work. Everyone have started cutting removals for main or playing less sweepers. Have they really? That's interesting. That is interesting. Do we actually win here? Sorry, thinking. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 6 damage, and then I can ping them with the cat next turn. I mean, that's fine. Well, let's let this land, because Oppo's not got a. Oh, we can win actually afterwards because we hit them with the eliminate on the creature. Oppo scoops. Oh, red blue. Oh, sorry. Red ball. Sorry. I mean, the thing is, like, if I'm streaming, I want to make the stream as kind of interesting as possible for you guys. So I'm not just going to sit here and play Raksack all day long. But, like, if I wasn't streaming and I did want to get there kind of like top 10 or top 5 or whatever, I literally would sit here all day and play this deck because I firmly believe this is the best deck in Standard at the minute. Followed closely by Sultai, obviously. Morning, Fraxter. How is it, my friends? How are you going? I'd like to get to Mythic, just don't have the time to grind. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Like, I'm actually surprised that Matt had the time because he started out at Bronze this season. You're entitled to a try-hard day or two. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, I would like if it mattered a lot, I would. So we're against Temur. So because of that, I'm gonna. Dreadhorde Butcher is probably one of their least favorite cards, so I'm just gonna keep attacking him with these. They have to exile to get rid of. Mono green. And then the thing is, and what makes it even better is that Matt obviously just because he's just started playing, he doesn't have all the cards. So he's made this like mono green like it's got a lot of the cards, but like there's some kind of suspicious additions in there. Which, you know, make it even funnier. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Dreadhorde Butcher. I don't know if this is what people like in the comments would do, but I think it's right for us. That Prowess draft you drafted, the one that you linked to the other day, was awesome. Oh, Iggybu, thank you for the kind words. I really liked it. I mean, it's a weird one, right? Because we've not had that many trophies. Like we normally pick up at least a couple of trophies a week, and we just haven't been drafting too well on the channel. But I mean, what can you do? What can you do? But no, it's very nice to see the kind words about it. Reach of Forgotten Gods is the worst card in this matchup, right? Super scoop from Oppo? Yeah. I mean, we care about these Dreadhorde Butchers coming down. I mean, the Rotting Regisaur and the Standard Bearer on turn 3 are a thing of beauty. I mean, good morning and probably goodbye as well for some time. I'm going to start a mundane day job soon. Oh, MP, no. What am I doing with your life? MP, no, you can't leave as you've only just got here. Like in the grand scheme of things, like I know we've not been streaming for too long, like what, like 4 months, but like you've only just got here, my friend. Is there a way that you can quit your job? Can we crowdfund quitting the job? Can we normalize people not working? Oh man, you'll have to make sure to keep up with us on YouTube though, right? And we'll endeavour to give you at least one shout out a week on YouTube. Oh come on. None of these hands have been keepable, chat. We can do it. I believe we can do it. The deck is so good. It's so resilient that we can come back from this. MP from Germany with their devotion. Oh. Yeah, MP, like, realistically, though, like, jokes aside, like, how are you going to be playing marbles? Oh, no, it feels like you're getting rid of your channel points. It makes me really sad. It makes me really sad. I can't do it. Like, I got sad when, you know, like when Sai, like, went into the hospital. I got sad at that. It's really weird, like, not having met anyone, but, like, actually having a vested interest in their life. Sorry, I'm just a bit confused. I thought Oppo was playing Team of Wreck, but they're playing Team of Garbage. Can't play that. Scavenging Ooze is not good for us. I mean, none of these cards are good for us. Let's be realistic. Oh. No. I mean, please. Oh. Desk job, administration, no more Twitch, no more marbles. Oh, stop. One day though you'll return. Oh, but there is talk. Now I've heard this from a couple of sources. There is talk that I may at some point be well, whenever possible, doing an extra stream on a Saturday morning. Now, unconfirmed reports at the minute. I've not told the missus. But Oppo with all the Oppo got those 2 lands off the top. I mean, it's a thing of beauty for them, right? Has to attack, so we take 4. Yeah, we were never in this, chat. We were never in this. Here are the peaks. Like, Act of Treason... I was going to say Act of Treason off the top doesn't really do it for us. That'd be something. It would be something. Oh. Yeah, see? So don't waste all of your points. Don't waste all your channel points. And we'll make sure we've got the banging tunes as well. Or the bops, because we can't use the word bangers because of conflicts of interest. With other UK-based MTG streamers. I always sneak a viewing when I hide in the toilets for 15 minutes. Sat instead of Wednesdays? Ooh. That could be a good shout. I mean, like, I honestly don't know why people don't use Twitch on a I mean, we've got a block here, right? Pasta blockers. I honestly don't know why people don't use Twitch on a Wednesday morning. It just completely confuses me. Good morning, Nox. How are you going, my friend? Right, we're gonna get some life here. And Wing in the chat as well. Hiya, that is a fantastic hiya. I have to steal that. Reading a new book. Oh, tell us what about. Tell us what about. Wednesday is the slowest day for all entertainment. Why is that though? Like, because Wednesday for me is like hump day, where I'm like, I just want to be like, you know, doing something, like picking something up, watching something. Yeah, GG's. Called Peace Talks by Jim Butcher. Ooh. Is it, I'm assuming it's political. The Dresden Files. Oh, is it a series of books? No. Oh, it's a series of books though, right? The Dresden Files. What's it about? Oh. It's about a wizard in modern day Chicago. What? That's not what I was expecting at all. Right, we need Noxious. What do we need here? Eliminates. We need to do the complete opposite of what we were doing, really. Thunder Bearers are a no-go here. Priest of Forgotten Gods back in. Oppo really did surprise us there. Claim the Firstborns as well. Act of Treasons. Maybe we drop the Rotting Wedges. And Agonizing Remorses. I think we need the Agonizing Remorses, right? Because they've got some big threats. Right, back in we go. You like the Standard Bearer as a card? Final game, I agree. Like, the Standard Bearer is great, again, especially against Bant, where they're wrapping our board all the time. Cut Reggie, yeah, in there, final gamer. No worries. I played Feline Sovereign onto an empty board. Turn 3, this draft, and Oppo followed it with Teferi's Tutelage. What? Just read the cards, man. Just read the cards. It's that simple. Do we come out here fast? Make my day. Yeah, let's run it back like this. I mean, it's not the best opening hand. We do get to thin our deck slightly. We've got a Dreadhorde Butcher coming in at instant speed, so I kind of like this. Yeah, no, Nox, just chill in the background, my friend. You know what? Like, you You know what this channel's about. Just kind of friendship and chilling. I mean, that's why I like the music as well. Like, people just vibe to the music in the background. Like, I said on Twitter yesterday that I like the whole point of me streaming like isn't for viewers and stuff like that. It's literally just to do something that I would be doing anyway, but like with people around to do it with. Oppo, I think, has got like a Scorching Dragonfire here. Nothing we can do about that. But what we are doing is keeping up the pressures, and that's the reason we didn't play the Priest of Forgotten Gods. Okay. Right, Risen Reef, nice. Risen Reef is a great engine. Risen Reef is a very good engine. I wish this was a black. When you're actually all Tukin. I'm worried about their card draw. But then again, I want to save Noxious Grasp for something bigger that I can't get around. I'm gonna go for Priest. Let's see if we get into a mess here. Let's see if we get into a mess. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we do get a kill spell for Omnath, which is fine. Like, we do lose the Priest in the progress. Right, we want them to put all of the lands on Omnath. They will get a they'll get a pump on the Risen Reef here. No, they didn't activate the Fabled Passage. I don't know whether to get 4 damage in here, you know. Let's see. No, I think they've got other things. Why are people using the elemental draw engine? It's the weakest and greediest draw engine. That is true. I mean, but these have got like the terror things, right? They're really good cards. That Omnath actually killed us though. Oppo could actually win this now because our hand is very poor. Like we're lack of black. Oppo's wondering whether to block. They don't, and that's bad news for us. In all honesty, I mean, it could indicate that they don't have anything. We've got an Agonizing Remorse next turn, followed by a Claim the Firstborn at least. Yeah, so if they'd have cracked the Fabled Passage on their turn, on my turn, they would have put a 1/1 counter on the Risen Reef from the Omnath. Interesting. Fabled Passage comes down. Steam Vents as well. Lots of another Steam Vents. Wow. That's quite good for us. Let's see what's in their hand. Growth Spiral. Prize. Wow. I mean, we've got to get rid of Terror of the Peaks here, right? So they want to keep this up and deal 3 damage. But I want to attack in. Well, made a mistake there, actually. Oh, no, I didn't. We didn't make a mistake. Ridiculous. I'm going to give Oppo some real choices here. They're going to have to spend all their turn killing this Dreadhorde Butcher. But no, I still think we've lost, sadly. Like, we don't have a way to kill the Dreadhorde Butcher. They have to play Omnath followed by the Scorching Dragonfire to kill it. So yeah, that's what's going to happen now. Two card draws by it. I mean, it is the weakest engine. I completely agree with you. But at the same time, like, it's beating us here. You know what? They could have done. No. No, that's just me today. That's literally just me today. That's the same as yesterday. Yeah, like, how can we... Wait, did they not need this? How did they beat me without this? Lava coil. Right, okay. No, ultra pale. Yikes. GG's, Oppo. Odd fought match, but sadly we just didn't have enough. Yeah. What could we have done differently? Like, over the peaks, yeah. I mean, it's such a fantastic. It deals to any target as well. I mean, this is just greedy if they're doing this. Yeah, GG's. GG's. What have they hit? 2, 3, 4, 9. Gonna give them the GG's there. I mean, realistically, we don't have anything that we can draw. Oh, actually, no, we do. We do. I'm not going to scoop just yet because we can just draw Act of Treason off the top. We've got a 2% chance of winning. Never scoop if we've got a chance of winning the next turn. But yeah, 2% chance of winning. Act of Treason from the top, please. Oh, that they win. Wait, no. Oh, come on. Really? What a way to win. Disgusting. Disgusting, Oppo. Ah, we'll give him that. We'll give him that. Wait, we got that in that. Yes. Yes, I did. Wow. I do look quite pale today, didn't I? Why is that? Play first. When I play it, it sucks. When I play against it, it ramps like crazy. Like, you know what, MP? That is 100% correct. Is just play Shatter. Just play Shatter. I mean, it's not a good starting hand, right? Better. Better. I'm going to keep. I'm going to get rid of the Noxious Grasp just because we don't know if we're going to be playing the Noxious Grasp at all. And we're going to start off with a Gutterbones because next turn we can hit him for 2 rather than 1. They always have the Risen Reefs. I really draw one. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Pop this for red. I mean, we found that like when we played it, it was all right. The deck was just fine, right? It was not a ground stomping deck by any means. Oh, I think I did find you got to be kidding me, really? I mean, the flood's real. Flood is real. I'm going to try and hit the Mayhem Devil down. Ooh. There's a disgusting Golos deck that people are playing. Is this historic? Golos is a historic, right? Yeah, it's a Field of Dead deck. I mean, we could try and play this actually next. Oh, let's act. Ah, it's good to see we're drawing more lands. They always have the Reserve, so I really draw one. At the moment, I like Bant deck that performs. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a deck that works for you, right, you should stick with it, because I think we've said before on the channel that a lot of the time when people say that a deck is a bad deck, really, yeah, like a lot of time when people have said that a deck is a bad deck, normally comes from the fact that they haven't. We could get blown out here, chat, by a extinction event. I think we take the leap. Yeah, when people say a deck's a bad deck, it's because they've lost a few matches that they thought they would win, and they haven't really kind of analysed why they lost those matches. Which you know is. Well, that's not too bad for us. We draw another Gutterbones. And a prime example, I was playing Temur Elementals, even when people called it dumb combo deck with no potential. Yeah, like if you've got faith in the deck and you just want to keep playing that deck, then like go for it, right? Ooh, chat, we could be we might get away with this. Boom. Little black aggro goes for it. Right, what's Oppo even playing? Like, they're playing Sultai. Nice. So I assume that they sideboard in the little eating nom noms. Agonizing Remorse is coming, I believe. Gutterbones, Village Rites go, and get rid of a couple of the claims. The Crypt is quite nice. And I think the how are they going to kill our board? They're going to be using extinction events and Cry the Carnariums, right? The Rotting Regisaur might be a decent shout here. How's things in Britain during the pandemic? We are. It's a tricky one, man. It's a tricky one. Essentially, I personally feel that the UK government has been behind in every single step of the way. We're gonna have the Liliana Standard-Bearers there for if we get Raft or yeah, I feel like we've been behind every single step of the way. Like like my dad is 67, and he's like by himself because mum passed a couple of years ago. So I've been very kind of I've wanted to self-isolate myself as much as I can, so that I know that if I went and visited Dad, that I wouldn't be kind of passing anything on to him. So me and my girlfriend, we've been kind of very kind of clever and smart about things, and we've literally just lived quite sheltered at the minute. But it now feels like the government's kind of bowing down to pressure that people are getting bored. Like people are just bored that they don't really want to sit indoors anymore. And that's fine. But at the end of the day, like if you have a very kind of hard and fast and strict lockdown that actually says, you know what, we appreciate all of these things, but this is actually really important, so this is how it's going to be. I think that would be kind of better for everyone. But sadly, it's not been that way. There's been conflicted messages about wearing masks, for example. And so a perfect example of that is that now we are going to be moving towards wearing masks in kind of like indoor public places, shops and stuff like that. the need for wearing masks has been recognised, but we're not going to be that rule's not going to be enforced until the 24th of July. Okay, and so like it doesn't make sense because surely if it is that important, which it is, you know, we should be wearing masks. If it is that important, then we should be doing it now rather than at a later date. So it's a let's have the manner. It's a really weird one in my opinion. Probably corporation pressure to get people working again. Yeah, 100%. But like in my mind though, if people were how best to put this? How best to put this? Surely it would have been more effective to have a kind of a faster, harsher, more punitive lockdown than it is to you know, have a lockdown whereby actually it has led to businesses suffering. It's kind of my perspective on that. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to get the... So the Woe Strider comes down. Hopefully it comes down anyway. If not, it's a little bit of a blowout for us. Okay. We're going to try and claim their Temple of Deceit. Takes them off mana. And it also takes them off a creature. Heartless Act on the goat. Really? Oppo with a mistake there. Oh, sorry to see that, Oppo. But, like, I can't... Oh, that's heartbreaking for our opponent there, right? Next to attacks, I'm going to use Oppo's creature to play my Cauldron Familiar. And then I'm going to eat it for some tasty, tasty treats. Yeah, probably corporation pressure. Now we've got a cat out, we want the oven on top. That would be key. Wear a mask, wash your hands, keep distance, and you're okay. Yeah, 100%. And it's about kind of having that consistency and having that understanding and empathy to know that actually it's not about you. Like, we don't care if you're uncomfortable wearing masks. It's for other people's safety. Because, like, lots of the arguments for people not wearing masks is that I'm still as... it doesn't protect me. But it's not about protecting you. It's about protecting other people that aren't you. You know, go figure. But yeah, my turn. We're going to try and hit the... we're going to try and go for the Witch's Oven first. Oppo's got something at instant speed, I feel. We're going to try and go for the Mayhem Devil. I no longer wear masks. What? Why not, Odd? Is there a particular reason for that, or just... did you see that Hawaii is banned from 5G in the UK? Yeah, I did. See, I've not kept up with that at all. Like, I literally don't know the reason for that. We're going to end the turn here. Oh, Atlas on the couch as well. How come when we're uncomfortable or lying, we all collectively use the same body language, such as holding back of our neck? You know what? I'm actually... oh, that's not good for us. Right, so let's crack that. Dealing that extra damage. Boom. And we get the win next turn, I believe. So, resolve. Irene, your heart is out. I'm actually going to reject that one, Atlas, because I don't know. I think pass to attacks. My turn. I think the answer lies in the fact it might not be a psychology question. It might actually be a kind of a biology question. I don't actually know. It's a really interesting one because yeah, we all do have these innate body movements, right? I think it's going to be down to evolution and things that we've done in the past as kind of protective behaviors that have led to us kind of internalizing these motions and these behaviors when we do kind of lie or when we do something bad. But in all honesty, I do not know the answer to that. So as always, if you catch me out, I will refund the points. Yeah, Cold, is it mandatory to wear masks where you are? That's a weird flex. I've been gifted so many subs recently. It's unreal. I mean, we're going to keep this, right? Then 1 cat, then 2 oven combo. I have too much emotes, but CCP is one, if not the biggest threat to the free world. Anything that originates from the China's porn, including TikTok. Yeah, like that. The TikTok stuff actually shocked me. Like, there's videos of the data that it's actually garnering from your phones. In certain workspaces? Okay. Understandable. Well, not understandable, but, you know. I mean, I'm actually going to try and chip in for a damage here. Oh, we got through as well. Oppo wants to protect their 1/1 human. Had a quick game to wake up. Ooh. Mono green is better than Rakdos. That is a lie. That is a lie. Mono green is our best matchup. Matt, maybe me and you should have a game. Can you imagine? Community Friday, let's go for it. We need some codes. Got some more codes to give away on Friday, by the way. Hopefully Beans can win the giveaway because we know that Beans loves those 1,000 gems. Woe Strider's nice here. We're going to try and trade off the Gutterbones. I mean, I say that Mono Green is our best matchup as we haven't drawn anything that even closely resembles winning this match yet. I kind of like the Woe Strider, but I like the Kitty Cat combo as well. I think let's go for the Woe Strider, get another body out. It's a blocker for the Crawl Harpooner. And we end the turn. That's interesting, Atlas. Yeah, I don't know much about it at all. I obviously I never comment on things that I don't know anything about, but I will endeavor to learn about it. If you've got any links, like post them in the or if you DM me in like Discord, so I can kind of like increase my knowledge on it. That'd be great. Past the blocks. I mean, I think we'll exchange this, right? Nothing too bad about doing that. I might even just eat this goat as well. Our grocery store has a desk that gives people who don't have a mask. Oh, that's actually quite good. That's one of the things that's happening in the UK. Like, we don't have like a an output for, like, we don't have a desk. Like, you know what? It's like bring your own, and bringing your own masks is fine, obviously. But at the end of the day, like, excuse me, there are going to be people that, like, there are going to be people that can't afford masks. Like, and that's just true. And I think a society is only as strong as the poorest member of that society. And if there's no way of that individual obtaining a mask, it kind of means that individual can't actually go out. And that is an issue for me. So, yeah. I don't know, it's little things like that I think about all the time. Right, so I'm going to get another Witch's Oven out here. And I think I'm actually just going to hold back. As daft as it sounds. Yeah, let's hold back. No attacks. If I find some links, but I cannot stress how much of it is. Yeah, no, please do send links. Masks are very cheap. You can get masks for €1. Like, I think in the UK we've put prices up. I'm sure prices have gone up in the UK. Like, at least on like Amazon. Amazon in the UK is like where people typically get their stuff from, right? Like, if they can't go out. So, nice. So we're going to eat this. Finish that off. Bring it back. I mean, this is really nice, isn't it? We're doing lots of like incremental damage here. Thing this. Thing this. I mean, we could be dedicating these to going face, but we're not at the minute. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. Like the Cauldron Familiar doesn't work, right? Because it's the Judith that's doing the ping. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to whip out this. Try and get as much damage to face as possible here. Eat this, deal another damage, gain another life. Bring the Gutterbones back in. Now, do we play the Gutterbones down? I think we do. Tomb, by the way. And we go next, and no attacks. Anyway, MTG. Gem Razor is not ideal for us. But it does mean that if we do draw a Noxious Grasp, which we have a 4% chance of doing, it can be useful. Right, so the thing is now, is Oppo going to attack in? Like, can Oppo even afford to attack in, actually? Can Oppo afford to attack in? I don't think they can. They're doing the maths. They've screwed themselves on mana a little bit. I should start a business. I buy masks here and then sell them to the UK. Obviously, I could get rich. I mean, yes. Not even a doubt of that, my friends. Act of Treason looks good here. Rotten Regisaur is a fantastic blocker for them. Right, let's have a look at... I mean, we can't lose this match after what I've just said to Matt, right? Act of Treason comes in. Now, what do we get rid of? We get rid of the Village Rites. We get rid of one of the Claim the Firstborn. A Dreadhorde Butcher, two of the Gutterbones, even though they were so effective in that last match. Woe Strider and the Mayhem Devil. Oh, we've ended up with one extra creature. One more slot. Okay. The Eliminate's nice, but like Oppo soon does get larger creatures. Let's go for the Eliminate. Go for the Eliminate. Yeah, MP, if you start your own business, you can watch the stream. In fact, you can even have the stream in the background of the store, and you can give a 2% discount to anyone that signs up to the channel at the time. And any tier 3 subscribers to the channel get like a 10% discount. We can work that out between us. Do it. I mean, obviously it's not a long-term job. We hope it's not a long-term job. Please, I want to go back outside. Right, so this is just quite a turn 1 Stonecoil Serpent is the best thing we could see from our opponent here. The thing is, we're mulliganing that to 5 as well. Help Collector's good. Help Collector is good. Turn 1 Kitty Cat. So chat, I've started getting rid of I've started not having milk in my tea again. What a sad life I now lead. Why am I leaving life? Alright, we're attacking with the Dreadhorde Butcher. Now Oppo's got a decision to make here. If they don't block it, it's just going to keep getting bigger. It's going to get so big to the point that they can't block it. So yeah, it looks like they're going to do the block there. They're hoping that they draw a second Scavenging Ooze, but that's actually a really nice kind of starting point for us. It protects our Cauldron Familiar engine. No blocks there. It insinuates that Oppo doesn't have a 3-drop. Okay, this isn't good for us. Us getting mana screwed here instead of putting down a 7/6 Rotten Regisaur is, yeah, not ideal at all. Not ideal at all. Like in Oppo, you can see now, Oppo has got just as many cards as we have, right? They've now refilled their hand. Looks like they're mana screwed as well, though, which is good to see. Let's attack him with both the Cauldron Familiars. Oppo's probably going to block one of them. Okay, interesting. End the turn. Attacks. I mean, we've got to get into mana soon, right? Go with that Pelt Collector. It leaves them in a very vulnerable position. Scavenging Ooze, nice. Scavenging Goose is good. Gutterbones? No attacks. Ah. They're going to hit him with a 4/4 Scavenging Goose now. Nothing we can do about it. No blocks. How has Oppo come back from this? Like, well, I know how they've come back from it. Bio's not being able to take advantage. Stop drinking milk after listening to a podcast about the link of dairy to cancer. Japan has one of the lower cancer rates in podcasts used day to day. Interesting. I mean, there's obviously a lot of other kind of associations there, right? Which I'm sure we can appreciate. But it is interesting. That is very interesting, actually. Right, we're going to use this to kill this. That's the point of having that in our deck. Like, a part of me thinks, do we just attack straight in? But I'm going to say no. Like, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Oppo with their 3rd mana that opens them up to the Lovestruck Beast here. Gonna have to block there, or it's gonna get out of control. No sacrifice outlets. Kidding me, come on. Embereth Shieldbreaker? Yikes. Just one of those matches, chat. Just one of those matches, and the Garrick as well. Wow. Boom. Yeah, we don't win this. Like... As I said, monarchy. No. Brilliant. Yeah, we don't win. Like, any deck is beating Rakdos Sacrifice with no mana though, right? Come on, we've got this match on lockdown here. This match is so easy for us. Like, what we could have done then, we could have got the Woe Strider out. We could have stolen one of their creatures. We could have sacrificed it. We'd have been absolutely not my problem. Your bad draws are not my problem. Oh, wow. This is going to tilt Oppo. I love it. Probably played the Blood... Crypt down there. Turn 2. Let's have a Priest of Forgotten Gods off the top, please. Of course. This could be another bad keep, actually. Three troll. Phone call, sir. Dreadhorde Butcher is awesome here. Beautiful. Right, so it was good that we got rid of the Stonecoil Serpent. We don't do very well against that. We've got 2 Noxious Grasps. Deal with some of their bigger threats. Ah, okay. Okay. Not good. Bonsoir. Jegantha? Oppo stuck on mana again. As Matt would say, not our problem. There's the troll. Okay, we'll block the Pelt Collector. Kill the Pelt Collector off. Cauldron Familiar comes in. I think let's get the Jegantha down. And Jegantha kind of stops Oppo attacking. I mean, they can attack him with a Stonecoil Serpent. Scavenging Ooze. Oppo gets him for 2. Embereth Shieldbreaker. We can actually blow Oppo out here. Boom. Gonna get rid of the... I think I'm gonna get rid of both, actually, you know. Or do I... Actually, let me keep that. Let me keep that. Get the Cauldron Familiar in. Get the Embereth Shieldbreaker down. Okay. Now we've got a full board. Oppo's got a full group of cards, of course. Pelt Collector. Nice. We'll take 3. Good blocks. Nice. That's what we want to see. Witch's Oven comes down. I think we just swing out here, right? Seems good for me. Nice. We've got a Noxious Grasp. We've got the recursion from the kitty cat. We've got the game on lockdown here. Now, the best thing to do would Oppo to put a Gem Razor on top of the troll. Oh, finish. Look at that. I mean, what else? Like, this game is so easy. The game is so easy for us. Boom. Right, so what this does, it means we can get a 2-for-1. I mean, we do lose the Witch's Oven, but, you know, nothing we can do about that. Boom. GG's, Oppo. I mean, to be fair to our opponent, that's probably the only call they had. And actually, it was a good play on their behalf because they needed to get rid of the... If we look at the battlefield, right? They needed to get rid of the Witch's Oven. And they would have had a 5/5 blocker for the Jegantha, meaning that we wouldn't have been able to attack next turn. So, all in all, that was a fantastic play for Oppo. It's just unfortunate we had Noxious Grasps in our hands. But yeah, no, we'll take those wins every day. Beautiful. The weekend. The addition of the Noxious Grasps is absolutely fantastic. It's so strong because you've got Bant, right? You've got Mono Green. You've got all of those. You've got all of those decks that have those kind of one-off, you know, like whites. But I mean, this can even hit kind of like small Teferi. So it's a fantastic card. What we've given up for it is one of the Call of the Death Dwellers. And in all honesty, we've not missed it. It's kind of a bit of a gimmick card. We don't use the kind of pings from the Mayhem Devil all the time. But when we can get it down, we will. And it will be very effective, especially against those mono-green matchups. And against the kind of matchups where Bant's taken over, for example. In the sideboard, we've got an extra Noxious Grasp just to bring in. Liliana Standard Bearer is as good as ever, but we haven't actually been able to blow out Oppos yet. I think I've drawn a maximum of 3 cards with this from sacking my own cats. And Rotting Regisaur is just a huge body to have on the battlefield against those mono-green decks and to get those early attacks in against Team Rek. So yeah, very happy with this deck. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can absolutely dominate on Untapped at the weekend. But obviously, famous last words. We just don't want to come up against mono-red again because that's probably our worst match. We still actually don't have anything to combat mono-red except for an eliminate. So yeah, fingers crossed. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the YouTube video. So thank you very much for the likes, comments, and subscriptions. Make sure to keep them coming. Make sure to catch us on Twitch. And make sure to leave a comment just to let me know you've got to the end of the video and to tell us what you think about it. And I'll catch you guys later.